Dear daughter, the day you were born, my whole view of the world changed. Before that point, everything was about me. Now, here was...
What an absolutely gorgeous piece. Beautifully written, acted, directed, everything across the board just absolutely tugs at the heartstrings. You have to keep repeating the word absolute because this is about absolute love and devotion. The connections, both biological and otherwise, that can never be fully described, but only articulated through emotion and sensations and pieces of art like this, the beauty of being a parent. This is absolutely heartwarming in every sense.
I love the idea of like kind of a visual love letter to her daughter and how much she has changed her life and brought so much love to it in a way that she never could have imagined. I loved the visual use of the mother writing it and also kind of explaining how she feels towards her daughter and seeing the pictures and seeing her kind of just stroll through memory lane about how much her daughter has meant to her. I think it's so beautiful to hear because a lot of people don't have that. And even if they do, sometimes parents of a different generation aren't very good at articulating it. So I think it's so beautiful when people are able to really articulate how they feel and how much someone means to them. I also really liked kind of how I'm assuming the person who wrote it and starred in it also brought her daughter to be in it. So I think that was even more beautiful and made it even more personal.
This whole piece was very personal, very touching, especially the intercuts with the picture album. It made it very sentimental. It felt like I was getting a glimpse into her actual life, her actual memories. And the whole film is like a retelling, it's a reenactment, up to the point where she becomes a grandmother. And the whole piece to me feels like it's just filled with just such love.
This film actually made me cry. It was such a beautiful representation of a mother-daughter relationship, and life moving on and generations upon generations of women supporting each other. I just really loved that. Um, I loved the appreciation for healthy mother-daughter relationships. I feel like that is not portrayed often enough in film, and it's such a beautiful relationship in this world, that I loved hearing from Vanessa about her experience being a mother and passing that on to her daughter. Just a beautiful, beautiful letter to her daughter that her daughter will definitely keep forever.
Specifically focuses on the daughter. She talks about the trials and tribulations, separation and new beginnings, and we see her as she's left with only boxes and an empty home. It's a powerful reenactment as she shows the loss of loved ones and her journey to become a grandmother. It had me emotional seeing her running through the halls of the hospital and opening the door to find her daughter in a hospital bed holding her granddaughter. It's a really moving thing to make a viewer feel that way, and I think that's exactly what we all aspire to accomplish when we watch or make films, to make people feel. So overall, yeah, I thought it was a really good moving watch.
It's a very personal story, but at the same time, also, it just serves as kind of a lesson for for all of us, for how the cycles of life go. It was really nice the way, they built kind of a tension and expectation at the beginning of the movie, showing her going to the hospital. You thought maybe something bad was going to be waiting, but instead we're all relieved when we see the revelation that she's becoming a grandmother. So that was a really nice way to build a tension and build a development for the story. So the main character, the narrator, she did a great job, and everybody on screen did a really nice job. The daughter, the babies did a great performance as well.
This documentary-styled film was a joy to watch, and how this woman is doing this film, directing and starring in it, all for her daughter and the grandchild. I love how the story also tackles the subject matter of mothers, and just as her daughter is giving birth, this was a perfect short film to showcase newly motherhood, and as she mentioned, she wasn't sure how to be a mother. And in doing this film, she hopes that it could help her own daughter with her baby.
It was very sweet, and also just looking through the historical events of just within these 6 minutes, we were able to see a lot of what happened throughout the family life that led to this moment, and it really encapsulates that feeling that life itself has a story. We all have our story to tell, um, and yeah, it was a very sweet and endearing piece.